Hello guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much. So today's video is all around getting ahead for 2024. Now, I feel like there's so many people in different mindsets right now. There's people panicking to end 2023 the way you wanted to. There's people who have just accepted that the year's over and they're going to start again in January. And then there's people that really want to use this time to get ahead for 2024. Now, before we even look towards 2024, I do really want you guys to assess your 2023 goals and visions. So what did you actually set out to achieve in 2023? And if you need some time to pause and reflect in this video, please feel free to do so, because this activity is so important. And if you're somebody that's maybe created a vision board, created goals for 2023, left them on the shelf and just gone about life and not really actually made an active effort to achieve these things, to obtain these things, to become that person you wanted to be, then this is really a point for reflection and understanding what is it going to take for you to really knuckle down and go and achieve the things that you want to achieve. Because as I'm filming this, we have 8 weeks left of the year, and if you think what can happen in 8 weeks, just think about what can happen in a day, or in 7 days, in 2 weeks. We have 8 weeks left of this year. This is 8 weeks to get ahead, 8 weeks to heal, 8 weeks to progress, 8 weeks to get the results, 8 weeks to change and transform. This is so much time that we have in our hands, and it's up to you guys whether you utilize this time or not. But reflecting on 2023 for me is absolutely the first step, and just assess, look at that vision board that you created, and do things still actually align? If you're not in a habit of doing this every month and every quarter, I would definitely suggest adding this onto your list for 2024, and even pause this video and book out some times in your calendar in 2024 where you will commit to sitting down with your goals, with your vision, and really just assess your intentions for the month, for the year, check that things still align, and amend or pivot accordingly. Because if you don't have that discipline and that time with yourself, I can guarantee we're going to get to this point next year and you're going to be in the same place where goals have just kind of sat on a board or as your background on your phone, but you've never actually put that intentional action and that aligned action behind the things that you want to achieve. Now, before we even dive into what you want to achieve for 2024, I think the most important thing is to decide who you want to be. Okay, really think about who you want to be. And I've already done a video on self-concept, which if you don't understand self-concept or you want to understand it a little more, I would definitely recommend checking out that video of just looking at who you actually are and how you identify and view yourself. But I want you to really establish who you desire to be, okay? What does the highest version of yourself do? What's maybe the theme for the next few months or the next year that you really want to embody and encompass? Maybe you want to rebrand yourself. Maybe you want to pick up new habits. Maybe you want to be more patient and there's characteristics or traits that you really want to work on and improve. But identifying who you actually want to be is absolutely step one before we even look into goal setting. So I would again recommend doing an activity on this and just sitting with some inspiration, maybe go on Pinterest, maybe sit with your favorite music on and a really nice setting. You can pop some candles on and just have a night or a day with yourself where you really look at who are you now and who do you desire to be. And really assess what that gap is as well between the type of person that you are now and who you want to be. So maybe currently you are someone that is quite lazy, you have quite a lot of lazy habits, you fall off track very easily, you're not very disciplined, and where you want to be is someone that is disciplined, has a routine, and commits to X workouts a week, or commits to being really productive. And what this activity will really do, like I mentioned, is allow you to assess the gaps between where you are now, where you want to be, and it can really highlight the opportunities that you have to work on for the next few months. Because if you think about the next 8 weeks, imagine that you want to be someone who is more disciplined. You have 8 weeks to try and master this. You have 8 weeks to try out new habits and get ahead before 2024 so you can hit the ground running. You're not waiting for January the 1st to get your goals done and to become the person you want to be. You're taking it into your own hands now and taking action now. So with who you want to be, you can of course make a vision board. I am definitely a visual person. I like to see the aesthetic. I like to point out key words, maybe key ways that I would describe myself, and that really motivates me. At the moment, I'm manifesting my city centre apartment. So at the moment, that is my #1 vision and #1 focus for me. But it might be that I change this up when I really think about the effortless clean girl CEO that I desire to be, and that's definitely the kind of theme for who I've decided I want to be. I want to be like this effortless Pilates girl, but also she gets stuff done. She's a hustler, she's a business owner, but she's not playing into this independent boss babe, don't need a man, aggressive hustle culture. It's kind of like a beautiful balance, and that's really what I want to encompass and embody going forward. So once you've identified who you want to be and who this person is, what she does, how she speaks, how she dresses, what she eats, where she spends her time, yeah, where she goes on holiday, what she does to enjoy herself. Once you've identified who you actually want to be, it's then a case of identifying what it's going to take to get you from point A to point B. So what that roadmap is to success of actually becoming her. Now, this might be goals such as working out 3 times a week, starting that business, starting that podcast, starting that YouTube channel, whatever it might be. It's really important to establish what those actions are that you are going to start working on. Now, my best tip with this is don't exhaust yourself by writing the biggest to-do list. I would pick like 5 key areas and have them as your absolute priorities that you're going to start working on now. So one might be health, one might be business, finances, depends. It depends on what works for you. And then underneath those priorities, you can write a list of the high impact tasks that associate with that priority. So if one of your priorities is becoming healthier, maybe the high impact tasks will be doing a weekly shop every single Sunday and making sure that you have XYZ meals, making sure that you have water ready in the fridge, you've got lemons for your morning lemon water, you book your classes on a Sunday ready for the week ahead. And they might be your high impact tasks that you encompass into your calendar and into your week to allow you to really work on that priority. But it is going to take some time to really establish what is the most important, especially if you're someone that likes to just brain dump and have 1,000,001 things that you want to focus on. My best advice is to prioritize, because the moment we have too much to do, we put half effort into everything. And if it was me, I would really suggest focusing on just one and really going for it. But I understand that sometimes when we want to rebrand ourselves, we want to reinvent ourselves, we want to become the best version of us, that has multiple parts. It's a multi-dimensional goal, and with that obviously it requires multiple different actions. So once we've identified who we want to be, we want to identify what we want as well. The results that we want, the things that we desire, the results that we want in our life to allow us to become that girl, okay? And this isn't a becoming that girl video. However, it is becoming the highest version of yourself. So whoever she is, whoever he is, we are on a mission to become that person. Now, obviously I spoke about priorities, but don't forget to pop any materialistic things on there, any holidays that you want to go on, any experiences that you want to have, and just anything that you really want to get out of the next few months. It's up to you whether you do your vision board for 2024 now, or whether you do it for the next 3 to 6 months. I would personally recommend doing it for the next year, so till the end of 2024, because it's going to really force you to get serious and get super clear on what it is that you want, who it is that you want to be, and what that means from you, what energy and effort you need to pop into that. Now, obviously we then want to make a plan. So once we understand what the priorities are and the high impact actions behind each one, we need to make a plan for this. And for any of my girlies who struggle to stay accountable or struggle to stay disciplined, I would really suggest finding something that works for you. Whether this is your Google Calendar, your mobile phone calendar, maybe this is a physical calendar, or one thing that has helped me in the past when I was really building my business a few years ago was a wall calendar where I can just see everything. However, my OCD does get stressed when things change, so I do like a digital calendar because I can change it and amend it accordingly. But I personally color code my calendar to see where I'm spending time on each priority. So whether it's filming, YouTube, content creation, or things within the Breakthrough Society, such as email marketing, client calls, masterclasses, and membership focuses, I like to color code my calendar to really visually see what I'm actually putting energy into. But you need to make a plan, because if you fail to plan, you know what's coming. You plan to fail. If you are not planned and you are not organized, I can guarantee the discipline will drop, and when the motivation isn't there, it's going to be a lot harder to stay on track when you are not planned and prepped. And there's so many ways that you can make your life easier within this planning process, by making sure your Apple Watch and your AirPods and your phone are on charge every single night, making sure that your gym clothes are out the night before, making sure that you have popped the time in your calendar to time block, and you've got things ready to make it easier for yourself. So pre-booking things so you don't have to worry about it, etc. But I promise you, if you plan, it is going to make your life so much easier. If you need to invest in some cuter workout clothes, or a nice water bottle, or a new notebook, maybe a new MacBook cover. By the way, guys, just a quick note from me, if you haven't already entered my giveaway, I'm doing a big giveaway where you can win an Apple MacBook, some Starbucks goodies, and a breakthrough planner. Trust me, this is the only planner you are going to need. It has everything in it. But I'm pretty sure you guys are more focused on the MacBook. So you can actually win this throughout the month of November by subscribing onto YouTube and finding the post on Instagram, following the Breakthrough and my personal account, and just commenting and tagging 3 friends. So it's so simple, it's free to enter, and you could win an Apple MacBook. One thing just I want to mention, if you are currently boycotting Starbucks, I know a lot of people are boycotting big brands such as Starbucks. I am really happy to offer an alternative for anybody that wins if you choose not to support that brand. I just wanted to mention that for anybody that maybe the giveaway seems a little bit distasteful. It was launched way before, and at that point I was ignorant and unaware, so I just thought I'd mention that. But make sure to pause this video, go and enter the giveaway, because you could win an Apple MacBook, some goodies, and a breakthrough planner as well. But back to making life easier and romanticizing it, I really would recommend it. And I know it seems very superficial and a little bit surface level, investing in nice things, but if you are anything like me, this helps me elevate, this helps me feel better, because I'm more excited when I know I'm going to enjoy the experience. Even if it's little jobs like cleaning your car out, booking in a hair appointment, or getting your makeup done to push you to film or finally do that brand shoot, whatever it is, planning is going to make your life so much easier, I promise. And even just having nicer things is going to motivate you as well to get it done, until you form it as a habit. Once it's a habit, you don't really need to worry, because it's probably as ingrained into your routine as brushing your teeth. But I am definitely someone who finds it a lot easier when I've got things that make me feel nice. Now, another thing that I want you to do is make space. So not only are we making a plan and making life easier, we're going to make space for this new version of ourselves to come in. So I want you to ask yourself, what do you need to let go of emotionally, physically, mentally, to allow room for the things that you want to come into your life? So if you're somebody who wants to now dress a certain way and maybe change that up, where can we make space in your wardrobe and maybe sell or donate any clothes that don't kind of fit where we want to go? Maybe it doesn't fit the style and the trend that we want to go down. Can we make space for all of the new stuff to come in by getting rid of it and decluttering it? Can we get rid of things that don't make us feel good? The space that doesn't allow us to operate as our best selves. Maybe the space that we're in, maybe we want to change it up to really allow the elevated version of us to come through. Maybe we want to let go of grudges, and this is a big one, guys. If you are holding on to trauma, grudges, any kind of jealousy, bitterness, any negative feelings towards anyone, try and declutter this. Try and make space for new positive experiences to come in, because I promise you, when we hold on to things that are not serving us, we block our blessings, okay? If you are holding on to things that you know, if you just let it go, you would have more space for the elevated version of you to come through, for the highest version of yourself to come through. do it. Trust me, I am the queen of decluttering. It is something that is so important for me to do every single month because I'm ever evolving and I like to make space for change. Now, one thing that I don't do is just buy lots and lots of clothes and get rid of them. I am fortunate that I do get gifted things as well. However, there are clothes that definitely every single month, whether it's from the season before that I know I'm not going to wear again, I would much rather promote the circular economy, not hold on to it, not just throw it away, and either get some money for this or donate it to somebody who wants it. So for me, a declutter is so important every single month, but making space mentally, emotionally, physically for this higher version of yourself, I promise you it will help, because if you have mental clarity or peace of mind, it's going to allow you to make decisions from a better space anyway. If you have a physical environment that allows you to thrive, then you're going to get so much more done than living in chaos and mess and things that just don't feel good. When you look at it, you're just like, oh, I cannot wait to get rid of that. If you're somebody that's looking in your wardrobe like, I just have nothing that makes me feel nice, there's a sign to declutter and reinvest. But we want to make space for the person that we are becoming and that we've declared that we want to become as well. So definitely make sure that you are doing the work too, because even if you're somebody that wants to be in a loving relationship in the future, but you haven't worked through your trauma or your attachment issues or things that you really need to let go of, maybe it's blocking that person's number and getting them out of your life to allow you to go and find true love and real love and move forward in that respect. Make sure that you make the space, and it's so important, and it's something that a lot of time it actually holds people back without them realizing they're doing all the work, but it's just kind of chaos building and building. We want to make space, we want to make peace, and we want to welcome everything that we want in our lives effortlessly. So definitely make some space for it, and it really is down to you guys whether you want to make this work or not. One thing that I have been the queen of in the past is lazy girl habits and excuses. But I've realized every day that I choose not the wrong decision, but the one that's not going to serve me the best, I delay becoming who I want to be for another day. I delay becoming that successful businesswoman by another day. I delay becoming the healthiest version of myself by another day. And we have to stop setting goals, setting our desires out, setting our intentions out, and then not honoring our word. The best thing that you can do for yourself and for your own self-respect is when you say that you're going to do something, honor your word, okay? Respect the decision that you've made and honor it. Show up and do it, because you will not regret pushing yourself forward every single day, especially when you finally do achieve everything that you want and you look back and you're so grateful that you didn't just stay in bed that day, that you didn't just sack it off because you couldn't be bothered. You actually showed up, remained disciplined, and remained really focused on the vision of who you desire to be and what you desire to have. So I hope this video helped. Like I said, it's currently the 6th of November and I believe we have 8 weeks left of the year. So this is 8 weeks to get ahead, guys. This is 8 weeks to really push yourself to become the person you want to be. Really brainstorm and have fun with it as well. Have fun with making the vision boards. Have fun with thinking about the new classes that you can do, the new recipes that you can attempt to cook. And the more you can have fun with it, the happier experience you will have and the more excited you'll be to do it as well. Although I've just heard the gardeners are extremely loud outside, so apologies if you can hear that. But please make sure to connect with me on socials. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, guys. You will kick yourself when you see someone win it and you think, I didn't even try. I didn't even try and enter. So make sure to enter my giveaway. Don't forget to subscribe if you did enjoy this video as well, because if you can't tell, your girl is in a flow with value content at the moment. And the more you guys support, the more I can bring for you guys as well. So with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to finish the rest of my coffee whilst this racket is going on, and I'm going to go pack for Paris.